Hello and welcome, I am Arumba, thank you for joining me. This is episode number 12 of Let's Play the Conscientious Objector series. So we're just continuing to murder every single child that comes onto the throne of the Kingdom of Lotharingia because, you know, it should be mine. Or my wives, or somebody's. Lowering Crown Authority in Aquitaine, that's probably not really something we need to do. Aquitaine right now has, what? What is the Crown Law at? It's only limited. Yeah, doesn't bother me at all. And don't I have a son? Yes, but we're nominating my half-brother, who is unlanded heir to the Duchy of Alsace, betrothed to the Princess of Navarra. Princess of Navarra, who is not the heir, but that could happen too. Okay, yeah, we're going to stick with him. That's fine. He ended up being not bad, actually. Elusive Shadow, Patient, Content, Kind. Not quite as good as I am at Intrigue, but there's always that. A daughter. We can use her for some more opinion with our vassals. Yeah, these are terrible education traits, but we're going to use her for plus 20 opinion anyway. Looks like we're about to murder with 3 different ways. These 3 separate assassins are showing up at the same time. We're going to kill them with spiders and snakes and manure. We're just going to throw all the things at him. Just kill the kid. Get him. Success. Failure, failure, success. I should have read those. Basically, so 2 of them didn't work, but we threw them off a cliff. Something like that. Clearly, we're going to kill this guy too. Who's your heir? Gonna kill all your boys. The Carling family's gonna get a little bit smaller soon. My half-sister became a flamboyant schemer. Can we find a matrilineal marriage for her? The Prince of Great Moravia. Sure, sounds good. Wow. So many 4th and 5th born sons that are getting matrilineally married to me, my family. This half-sister's not currently married, surprisingly. Let's find her a new husband. Who was this guy? That was the Carling guy. This guy is a genius, so we'll do a matrilineal marriage with a genius just to get some genius in the family. This guy's got a matrilineal betrothal with the former heir. You were at one point the heir to the Byzantine Empire. I remember that. Somehow. Wasn't he? I know he was. It's fine. We'll find a way to get our hands on some of that. Chain execution. I do find it kind of comical, really. How some random count in another country is allowed to just continuously execute the king. Not execute, but plot to kill the king. It's just sure, why not? And we got a new king. This one's 3. Alright, so who's next? So after you die, it's going to go to the Duke of Thuringia. Engelbrecht Carling. Boson. Ah! There we go! I just saw a name. Look at that. Okay. See that? Boson Etikonen. Etikonen. That is my dynasty. So Boson Etikonen is finally in the list. Boson. I don't even know who Boson is. Is he like... Boson, my nephew. So instead of my half-sister, I don't understand it. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Boson's in the list. That's all that matters. That means that when this kid dies, he gets a claim. Fabulous. Success. Boson is now in position number 2. Boson being my nephew's son. Here he is. So there you go. We have the weak claim on East Francia and the weak claim on Bavaria. Now, I might not be the one that's actually able to start factions because I am, unfortunately, not part of these realms. But if, by any chance, I can train these kids up to have high diplomacy and give them good traits, then the people that are in those countries might create factions on their own and say, you know what, that kid would actually be a much better king than our current guy. Let's put him in power. And that's exactly what we want. That's what we're shooting for. So, for instance, our nephew then, when he becomes 6, which is actually coming up in a few months, we are definitely going to want to get him educated with a diplomacy education so that every random vassal or courtier in those courts has a higher likelihood of liking him. King Engelbrecht of East Francia has inherited the Kingdom of Lotharingia and other titles from King Carlman of Lotharingia. So King Carlman was just murdered. And we have just done something very interesting. We've combined Lotharingia into East Francia, which is good, because my nephew is now the heir to the Kingdom of East Francia. So all we have to do now is murder this guy. And then we can actually nominate that kid, Bosun. Bosun? Why is he not nominatable? Oh, don't tell me she's not in my court. She is. Where's this guy? He's here. He's of my dynasty. Why is he not someone I can nominate? Please, tell me. I'd like to know. Whatever. Either ways, he's of our dynasty. He'll be of our... It'll be something we can mess with in the future. Alright, let's try to do some more diplomacy educations. Guess we're going to have to go with this guy. He's got the best diplomacy skill. Level 3 educator. Blackmail, of course. We need the money. We might need to bribe a few people to get this one done. And there's my nephew. He needs to be educated. Again, we're going to do the diplomacy education guy. Oh, there we go. Prince of Great Moravia. He's Bohemian, but he's got a Grey Eminence. I don't really care what his culture is. I just want the Grey Eminence trait. But yet, for some reason, we can't vote for Bosun. My half-brother is about to marry the Princess of Navarra. Sounds good. That's my heir, so we get some money from it. Or prestige. We'll take the prestige. 100 prestige is a big deal at this point. He is of our dynasty. Why can we not play as him? Oh well, doesn't matter. We're about to put our guy. Half-sister became a dutiful clerk. Let's get her a marriage. Another matrilineal one if possible. Prince of Georgia. Sure, why not? Continuously marrying into kingdoms. Alright, come on. Success. Give me success. I want you to put my nephew. Yeah, he's died in a suspicious accident. Alright, so now my nephew is on the throne of Lotharingia. Or East Francia. He's actually got a whole bunch of kingdoms. He's got Bavaria, Lotharingia, and East Francia. He's moved his capital. King of Lotharingia, Germany, and Bavaria. Whatever happened to East Francia? So he is of our dynasty. So if we were not underneath our current liege, then he is of our dynasty. He would be an ally, and we would be able to call him into war if we were independent. But we can't do it now because we have a liege. So now would be a good time to try to gain independence so we could swear fealty to him so that we could then become, in the same realm as our ally. But for now, we're still underneath Aquitaine, so we should focus on that. And I could also try to, I could probably nominate... that's probably the way to become that character, would be to nominate Gisela, my half-sister, as my heir. Gisela. If we did that, and then when I die, we would play as her, and then when she dies, we would play as the King of Lotharingia. Could try that. Let's do that for now. For now, she is betrothed as well to the guy who's he's a genius, who's gonna have a claim on something important. Constantios. Actually, Constantios doesn't really seem to matter very much, does it? Oh, it's a patrician family, that's why. Still, it's a genius. Ansel claims that he would be a better spy master. He's probably right. Oh yes, he's far superior. You're the new spy master, congratulations. How about you go scheme in the capital of our liege? See what you can do. Now, I imagine that our nephew here is going to have some problems. You know, he's 6 years old. I wasn't able to educate him. He's got a random guardian who's going to make him a Midas touched. He is our family. Let's see if he'll let me educate him. Would you please let me educate you? Be a hostage. Oh, come on. We're family. Little brat. Lower crown authority or independence. Could try to murder my wife. If we murdered my wife, she's a bit slow, so it wouldn't be very difficult. Murdering her would give her claims to my son. Yeah, I feel like there's really no reason to keep her alive, is there? And then, of course, my half-brother, his mom, the Duchess of Burgundy, needs to die. Let's work on killing her first. Let's give my half-brother some land. That will put him in charge of this little county here, giving us a dynasty member in power. Because she's not a dynasty member. And that would actually be an ally we could call to war against the liege, because we're the same dynasty, and if I declared war, then I could call him. So that would help. Now I want to pay close attention to what's going on with my nephew here, because if anything bad happens, I want to murder his enemies for him, and I want him to lose control. It's our first dynasty member on the throne of a major power. Only 91% plot power, unfortunately, to kill the Duchess. So that might take quite a while. Sure, flat train, why not? Now, naturally, it's probably not a good idea to declare a rebellion against my liege, considering how few troops I have, not to mention that declaring independence is kind of aggressive. Not really. I mean, I still feel like it fits within the... He's a little upset with me for murdering most of the Carlings. There's still 67 of them. I mean, come on. I suppose we can allow this to continue. I don't want to wait too long. 91% is not very good. Oh, we can sleep with my half-brother's wife, Princess of Navarre. Let's do it. That'll make things interesting. It's good to be Duke. Alright, he will not accept my offer anymore. Well, you have to. It was a matrilineal betrothal. Alright, so he's accepted the independence peace offer, so our little boy here, the 8-year-old, is still doing just fine. I'm ill and maimed, so I'm likely to die soon. So we might end up playing as our nephew's mother. Nope, illness went away. We could be having a feast here. You're the one that won't accept it now. How dare you? Make a betrothal and then not accept. Alright, looks like our plots here... Oh, so I just made a baby with my half-brother's wife. Oops. Oops, literally. He doesn't know about it, though. He's perfectly fine with the fact that I've slept with his wife. What a dumb boy. He's content. He's 21, I'm 34. I'm taking advantage of my younger brother. I just imagine it in history, you know? It's like, you know what we need to do, brother, is... and he's my half-brother, mind you. You know what we need to do, brother, is that we need to get you married to a princess. How about that fine, pretty girl over in Navarra? Let's get her married to you. Okay, sounds good. Get her over here, get her up to the court. Hey, brother, I need you to go outside and clean the stables. Why? That's a job for the serving hands. No, I need you to go do that. I'm gonna need to have a discussion with your wife. Mayor Alan is no longer guardian for my son. Oh, there goes our diplomat education. So let's see if we can find a replacement. Again, we'll go with the Bohemian. That's fine. I don't care if he changes culture that much. They're all basically the same culture area. You'd also make a pretty good diplomat, too. To improve relations with our liege, you never know. Might make a difference. My daughter will use her opinion with a vassal. Probably the new mayor. And, yeah, if they're just not going to accept the betrothal because they're jerks, I guess we'll just break the betrothal. It's gonna piss him off, but you're the one that won't accept it, so it's dumb. Another prince of the Byzantine Empire. Sounds good. I have another slow daughter. Amazing. I am so good at making slow children. So, okay, I'm going to take a break here. I think we've made some good steps. My nephew is dealing with another war. He's helping out with a claim on Italy or something, but he seems to be pretty well in power. And we're on track to become him. So our dynasty has managed to find its way onto the seat of a major power. So thanks for watching, everyone. See you again soon.